Madam President, I am exercising India's right of reply in response to the mendacious statement delivered by Pakistan. It is very unfortunate to witness incessant and insensible ranting by Pakistan on issues that are extraneous to the mandate of this Council and which relate to the internal affairs of India. Pakistan's sole objective as a member of this Council is to distract the attention of the international community from serious human rights violations committed by it against its own people and in the Indian territories occupied by it. In these extraordinary times of pandemic, when everyone is putting on a mask for the safety and protection of fellow human beings, Pakistan, unfortunately, is using another kind of pernicious mask to masquerade as a champion of human rights that it itself violates egregiously by torturing and persecuting minorities. Madam President, human rights are meant for human beings, but it defeats common sense to see how the deep state of Pakistan on one hand pretends to speak for the rights of human beings, while at the same time it has unleashed state-sponsored cross-border terrorism against my country and is ruthlessly targeting innocent lives. It is high time for this Council and the international community to address the irony where a failed state like Pakistan, with no regard whatsoever for values and cultures of democracy, dares to preach an open and transparent democratic system like India. The Pakistani shenanigan of running with the hare and hunting with the hound is hard to miss. I can only advise them that instead of squandering the membership of this human rights forum for purposes which are neither humane nor right, they should address the gross human rights violations that are being inflicted upon thousands like Rubina and her husband, the poor workers from Punjab province who cannot freely practice their own faith and are being pressurized to convert their religion in order to be paid for a living, despite the hard work and the labor. Pakistan, the epicenter of global terrorism and a strong proponent of monoethnic culture and monoethnic dominance, is violating every single international treaty and declaration on human rights as we speak. Pakistan as a state is a threat not only to religious and ethnic minorities within Pakistan and in the illegally occupied territories of India, but if left unchecked by the international community, it will grow on to become a threat to the international peace and harmony. The malafide intent that drives Pakistani deep state is in total contradiction to the objectives and principles that we all have gathered to promote in this temple of human rights. Madam President, the politicization and hijacking of the agendas of this Council by Pakistan for purely political purposes has undermined the credibility of this Council, which we strongly object to and urge all other members to do so. I thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, and I give the floor